What do we know about what's happened?
Well, I've spoken to the NHS, that's the National Health Service that deals with hospitals all across the UK. They have confirmed that a cyber attack has taken place. They say that they're taking steps to deal with the incident. At this point, it looks like 16 hospitals across the UK have been targeted, and they say that they believe at this point that it is ransomware. Now, what is ransomware? This is a program essentially that locks users out of their computer so they're unable to access any data, and then they ask for a ransom in return for letting users back. And it's not a new program. We have seen cyber attacks like this in the past, but obviously when it comes to hospitals, really important that doctors have access to all that information. Real concern about the impact on services, of course, and as we said, NHS confirming that there has been a cyber attack and that they're taking steps now to deal with this.
So 16 hospitals are up and down the country affected. Presumably this is going to affect the phone services, appointments records, maybe even emergency services. How will they deal with that?
Well, it's very likely that you're going to have the cyber agency here in the UK as part of the security services working with the NHS to try to get to the bottom of this. Of course, a huge concern about the impact that this will be having on the hospitals. Again, we're sort of tracking the impact across the UK. I think one of the big surprises of this cyber attack is the scale of it. It does seem that it's across the United Kingdom. As we said, at this point, it seems 16 hospitals have been hit. They're going to all be looking now in this investigation to obviously try and get these situation under control and get these services back online so doctors can get back to the task of looking after patients.
Is this confined to the UK, or have there been attacks on other hospitals in other countries?
Well, interestingly, as we said, I mean, we know cybersecurity is a major point of focus for security services, not just in the United Kingdom, all across Europe, all across the world, in fact. Today, this cyber attack is taking place across the UK, as we said, targeting hospitals. Interestingly, although important to point out, not related, no suggestion it's related at this point. We have seen reports today that in Spain, you've had a number of Spanish companies, including Telefonica, a very large company, also hit by a major cyber attack. So it is a problem that affects countries all around the world, but today reports of this cyber attack on the NHS hospitals in the UK, and as we said, a real surprise at the scale of that, and the investigation now underway to try and get that situation resolved.
And of course all that data, addresses, dates of birth, a goldmine for those hackers. Well, Sarah Firth, we'll leave it there now, but of course if we have any more information coming through, we'll update you throughout the bulletin.